how's it going? Today is day 24 of my 100-day challenge of these inspirational videos. I am so excited. So I am not in my usual setup. I am in a hotel. So hopefully all of this lighting and everything is not too distracting. But today I have something really important that I want to talk about, and that is how to get unstuck. So I have spent so much of my life feeling stuck. And what that has meant to me is just feeling lost and not feeling like I have a purpose and feeling like I just don't know what the next steps are in my life. I've really struggled with that for a very long time, for years and years and years. Like, I literally used to Google how to find my purpose and how to find motivation. Like, these are things that I was seeking out, but I just didn't know how to find the resources. And finally, I have overcome these things. And so I want to share the things that have helped me get unstuck. So hopefully they can help you get unstuck as well. So also, I was interviewed on a podcast the other day, and it turned into me doing a guest blog post. And the theme of the blog post was how to get unstuck. And so it was just really relevant because even in my own podcast, I talk about this podcast is for anybody who feels lost or stuck. I feel like I said, I have struggled with that for so long. And so part of my mission is to help other people get through that same thing. And so it was really meaningful that I was able to be this guest blog poster, if you will. And so that gave me these 4 things, these 4 tools or strategies on how to get unstuck and things to look for and ways to overcome them. So the first thing to get unstuck, to pay attention to, is limiting beliefs. So limiting beliefs, they show up as self-doubt or fears or insecurities, and we all have them, right? They are going to show up in your life no matter where you are. As you grow, those limiting beliefs, they are always going to be there. So I shared just yesterday actually, I shared how to change your thoughts. And so that is so important in getting unstuck because it is so true. If you don't love yourself, if you don't believe in yourself, then there is just no way that you can be successful in life. So everything starts with loving yourself, and everything starts with the stories that you tell yourself. So that is the first step, finding confidence, finding love in yourself. The second thing is lack of clarity. So a lot of times when you or I are stuck, it is because we don't actually know specifically what it is that we want. So I want you to think about, do you know what it is that you want in your life? Do you know what you are working towards? Are you working towards getting more sleep? Are you working towards being happier or feeling less anxious? Whatever it is, I want you to clearly and specifically think about it. And I know a lot of times we can overcomplicate this. It's easy to overcomplicate this. And it is so important to have clarity on what it is you want and to remember it because it is going to be the thing that is going to drive you forward. So if you are feeling stuck, oftentimes it is because you don't know what you want. So it is so simple to figure it out. Just ask yourself, I want blank. Easy as that. Don't overcomplicate it. What is it when you ask yourself? Write it down. I want, and what comes in that blank? That's it. It's that simple. So that is the thing that you want. I want you to remember that and read it every day. Focus on that thing because the more clarity you have, the more you're going to be able to move forward toward that thing and the less stuck you'll be. So the third thing is overwhelm. So now you know what you want. And oftentimes it can feel so big when we have these big goals or big dreams. It's exciting, right? And we want these big things, and that's a great thing to want big things, but it can become very overwhelming. So you have to pull it back. You have to focus on one step at a time. So sit down and, okay, now you know exactly what you want. I want you to brainstorm what are the different ways that you can go about getting that thing. Just write it down. Try and write down, like set a timer for 3 to 5 minutes. Try and write down as many things as you can and don't judge yourself. Just keep going. Whatever comes to mind, write it down. Put it onto paper. That is how change happens, is when you get real with it, when you take action. So you have written it down on paper. And then look at your list. Look at the things that you have written down. What is the first thing that you need to do to get you toward that thing that you want? You just found out clarity on what it is you want. So what is the first action that you need to take from your list that you just created? All right, awesome. You have that first thing. And if that first thing then doesn't work out, then that's okay. A lot of times it doesn't work out. You gotta fail. You gotta try it to try other things, but you'll never know if you don't try it. If you just sit there and think about all the things that you have to do, then you are going to feel insecure. You are going to feel stuck. You just have to try it. Check those things off your list one at a time, but you have a list now of things that you can do to move you forward toward your goal. So one step at a time. Work on getting from A to B, not A to Z. Slow, grasshopper. And the last thing is not being in alignment. So I've talked about this before. What you say you want, are you taking the action steps that lead you to what you want? Are you doing the things that lead you to what you want? Because a lot of times we say that we want one thing, but we actually have resistance. We have fear. We have insecurities about what would actually happen if that thing came into our lives. So this takes a lot of self-realization. You have to go inward. You have to pay attention and see, am I pushing these things away? Am I saying that I want to make more money, but when different opportunities come into my life, I'm actually pushing those things away? Is there a chance that maybe what you say you want and the actions that you take, they aren't in alignment? Because if that is the case, you won't be able to move forward. I have come to realize that being stuck, it is just not finding fulfillment in life. And so all of these things, they will help you to find fulfillment. They will help you to get in motion, because from motion, you find clarity, you find confidence, you find momentum. I know it's easy to get lost in being stuck. You just have to take one step at a time. That first step leads to knowledge. It leads to that second step, and then you will be on your way. You might mess up, and that's okay. You just keep going. And keep going and failing, because that is better than being lost. One step at a time. So these are the 4 tips that I believe will help you to get unstuck. Deal with your limiting beliefs. Tell yourself that you are amazing. Change those thoughts and change your beliefs. Find clarity in what it is you want. Create an action plan so that you know what you can go after. You know how to go after what you want, and make sure that you are in alignment and you are doing the actions that will get you closer to what you want. So go unstuck yourself. I hope that you can find some clarity. I hope that you can take some action. I hope that you can find some momentum and move forward toward the things that it is you want. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.